The sheer fact that in one day, I exceeded the entire months of June's earnings, amazing. I was expecting that to happen in August, but I'll take it any month of the year. That day, I earned a total of keeping up the tradition of having a fun drink every time we do a Teachers Pay Teachers video. Today's drink is the Olipop Crisp Apple. I have never had this. We'll report back. If you have a favorite fun drink that I should put in a future video, let me know. If apple cider was carbonated is exactly what this is. Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. It has been a while. If I had to sum up the last few months with, a couple bullet points, I finished my first semester on a college faculty, started the fall semester now. I attended the Teachers Pay Teachers conference in San Diego, California. I'll pop up some pictures here. I think if you follow me on Instagram, you saw a little bit of that as well. Outside of the conference, I did a few trips to New York, to Chicago, saw a bunch of shows, ate a bunch of really delicious food, learned a little bit more about photography, and now here we are, well into the back to school season. It's actually October 5th. I can just look over at my calendar. It is October 5th, the day that I'm filming this. Now, I have not done a Teachers Pay Teachers income report since I want to say Q1 of this year, and we are now at the very beginning of Q4. We missed all of quarter 2, but we are going to catch up in a little bit of quarter 3. That is the back to school season. And then when this year concludes, I will of course do a 2024 income report. But for today's video, like I mentioned, I want to do a back to school income report. I want to cover the months of August and September. Talk about what worked, what didn't work, what things made the difference between 2023 back to school and now 2024. I want to celebrate not only a few $50 days, but maybe a 4-figure month, which is amazing. So amazing. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Kristen. I have been documenting my Teachers Pay Teachers journey all the way back beginning in August of 2022. Needless to say, we have come a very long way since the days of August 2022, and I kind of like to document the journey. I want to make sure I include, how many followers, how many items I have in the store. It is actually really fun to go back and watch those. What I'll do is I have them all on a playlist. If you want to check them out, I will link them down below and up above in the cards. Also, if this is your first time here, be sure to click that little red subscription button down below so you get updated when we make future videos. Give this one a huge thumbs up. And if you have any other questions of things you want to see me talk about in upcoming Teachers Pay Teachers videos, let me know down below. We're also going to be doing a few videos outside of Teachers Pay Teachers, talking about other online teaching platforms, life on a college faculty. I've been wanting to make some content like that, but I wanted to have a little bit more time. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the back to school season 2024, August and September. And side note, I am very well aware, it's October 5th, I just sold a bundle for Thanksgiving. Anyway, I am very well aware that some people's back to school happens before August 1st. I totally get that, but for this video, I'm just gonna make it be August and September, so I'm not doing like half of July. I will just give you guys the numbers for June and July to make it easier, and so you can see what a huge spike you get when you go from the slump of the summer months into the back to school season. Now, one last thing I promise. You guys know I've been on this platform since August of 2022. I'm currently sitting at 312 products in the store, and my only form of marketing at this point in time is a mailing list. My note to followers and my mailing list are pretty similar. They just, send messages out to the people who choose to be on those. I do not do any paid marketing at this time. I don't have ads running at this time. I want to do those in the future, and I do want to document them so you guys can see the results of trying Google ads, Facebook ads, Pinterest ads. And again, I want to learn a little bit more about them. I learned a little bit in the conference, but let's go ahead and jump into what you probably came here for in the first place. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen in 3, 2, 1. All right, like I mentioned, I do want to show you the entirety of June and July. Here is June 2024. Like I mentioned, it is more of the slow season. Teachers are on vacation, as they should be, and I do not have a lot of end of school year, summer kind of products in my store. So in June of 2024, I made a total of $77.76. This number will come back later in this video. If I compare that to June of 2023, previous year, you can see we still had a 38% increase, which is great. My goal in 2024 was to make $100 every month, and you can see we clearly did not hit that in June. So just seeing a little bit of improvement is fine by me. We'll look into June 2025 moving forward after we get through the end of 2024. I do want to see if I can have any end of school or summer resources that do help these numbers further. But all in all, not too sad about that. Let's go ahead and jump to July of 2024. July, we did much better. We earned a total of $201.20. You can see we have a couple high earning days, $28, $26, $21, and then $31. Now, if I go ahead and compare to the previous year, you can see we also improved greatly, 126% of an improvement, $89 in 2023 versus $201, which is great. I know I said my goal was $100 every month. I'll just pretend like, 25 of this went into the month of June and call it a day. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the back to school numbers, August and September. I'm gonna do these week by week, and then I'll do a comparison on the entire month. So we're not comparing like 7 days at a time. So we're gonna do August 1st through the 7th. If you look very closely at this, you can see the first couple days were just really slow. I had a no earning day on the 4th. And then towards the end of that week, we had a $57 day. We went from having like $0 to $13 all the way up to August 7th, earning $57, which was amazing. I just assume that's when teachers were like ramping up their back to school. So week 1, we earned $87.38 to week number 2. This is August 8th through the 14th. On this week, we earned $67.85. Again, you can see some days are drastically better than others. We did not have anything higher than a $20 day during this week, but I'm just happy when I see consistent sales. I would be happy just to not have a $0 day for a long period of time. Even just those small $2.40 cha-chings are awesome. All right, moving into week 3 of August 2024. We made a total of $82.44. More of my back to school bundles were selling, so I was really happy to see that work had paid off. I spent a lot of time this summer not making as many new resources, but revamping old ones. A lot of the really great TpT conference sessions I went to talked about what makes a good cover, what should you have in your title and your description box, and I took more time revamping existing products rather than sit down and make new ones. So that was my idea in August. September's a little bit of a different story, but we will get there. Moving forward, let's just do the rest of August, the 22nd through the 31st, so like a week and a half. Here we had a total of $96.77. You can see here we did make a sale every single day. Our highest earning day was the 28th at $23.99. Again, we had a lot more bundles. Now, when I say bundles, a lot of my back to school bundles are $9.99, maybe $12.99. I didn't have any big bundles until September, so just wait. All in all, let's look at August as a whole, and we'll also do like items sold, views, all that stuff. So our total for August 2024 was $334.44. If I'm being completely honest, I am so grateful to see this number, but I was expecting more in the back to school August month. We had one no sale day, which is fine. If we compare it to last year, August, you can see we only improved 18%. Now, I'm not sitting here saying I am upset by those numbers. I am always happy to do better than the year before, but everyone keeps saying back to school, August, it's the big month, it's the big month. If you're looking at your August and you're saying, hey, I didn't have those numbers, I am right there with you. Maybe your big month comes in February or March. It is completely fine. Back to school season doesn't have to be everyone's season, and that's okay. Maybe you have a lot of end of year resources. Maybe you have, a lot of Black History Month, or maybe you have jazz units or whatever you sell. You might excel in other months. So I wouldn't sit and say, oh, I failed back to school. I would just say, hey, here's the numbers. Maybe I take a look at what did sell and see if I can revamp or create better products moving forward in August of 2025. Other aspects of this month, like I mentioned, 18% better in sales, 66% better with conversions. Now, I am now getting to a point 2+ years into this journey where I now look at these numbers. I now say, okay, why is my conversion rate so much higher? Some people think, oh, that's great. That means more people are buying, which is true. More people who see the product are buying it. But if I go to my views are 31% less, which means I'm not getting as many eyeballs. Now, am I happy that more of those eyeballs are making purchases? Yes. But when I'm seeing conversion rate improvements that much higher and the views be 31% lower, what that says to me is, Kristen, you need to work on some kind of marketing strategy that at least draws attention to your store. That could be things like Pinterest or having a Facebook page. They don't necessarily have to be marketed. They could be organic traffic. Maybe I take a month where I pause product creation and I just focus on Pinterest marketing and not even paid, maybe just making more pins, trying out, fresh pins or adding boards or video pins. I'm just throwing out these ideas because I haven't come up with a concrete plan. When I do, that'll be a future video. Products sold. You can see we are also 19% better than the year before. So you know what? I am happy that we sold 112 products. That is great. I don't want to seem like a downer with the August month. I think it's because I always hear people say, it was my best month. I made 5 figures and I did all of this. I think my brain just thought, oh, that's going to happen for me. It didn't, and that's okay. We'll move forward and we'll go ahead and take a look at September 2024, starting with week 1, which was great because September 1st was on a Sunday, so I can just go from the 1st to the 7th. So the very first week of September, we earned a total of $177.08. And if you look very closely, on Tuesday, September 3rd, we made a total of $89.58. And if you've watched my previous TpT videos, I was waiting for the day to have a $50 day. If you look back in August, if I just go back to the entire month really, really, really fast, you guys can see the highest earning day we had in August was $57.77. And I was like, that's the best it's going to be. It's never going to be better than that. That is the peak. So to see in the first week of September, we greatly exceeded the $57.77 was awesome. What happened on that day? The week prior, I had made not just a regular bundle, but like a mega bundle with a lot of products in it, and it was a sale day. So that bundle, if a teacher bought it, they got like 65% off the market price. I already discounted it because it was a bundle, but then there was also a sale happening. So that one purchase, now other things sold on this day, but that one purchase made about $70. And I remember seeing that on a Tuesday, and I had rehearsal for a show that I was in, and I had no time to come home between college teaching and rehearsal. I took myself to a very nice restaurant and I'll put a picture. It's called Chapman's if you live in Columbus, Ohio. I love it. It is so nice. Honestly, my favorite places in the city. One of them. Love it. Sat down at the bar, had a drink, got a small starter and like a small entree, and it cost me like $45 with tip and everything. And I just thought, this is great. My TpT store covered this, and like had the best day. I thought this was gonna be my best day in September, but you just wait. We will have a better day moving forward. So this is week 1, $177.08. Moving into week 2, that is September 8th through the 14th, we earned a total of $174.69. I got really excited seeing these numbers because it was the first time in a long time I had 2 consecutive weeks of making more than $100. I got those numbers back in May of 2024, and I don't think I did an income report for that. So I'll just let you know, May was my very first $500 month. I had never had one of those, and I was just excited to see an average of like $110 to $150 per week. So to see 2 weeks in a row, I'm pretty sure 174 on this week, and yep, 177. So 2 weeks in a row hitting the 170s mark. Was very, very excited to see those numbers. We have yet to have a 0 purchase day in the month of September. And in week 2, my highest earning day was Monday, and we made a total of $41.90. Moving on to the next week, it is September 15th through the 21st. Now, if I was excited to have $170 weeks, to see week 3 and see a $331 week was amazing. You'll also notice a lot of my high earning days when there are not sales come on Monday. To see $331 in a week was mind-blowing, was not expecting that at all. My highest earning day, like I mentioned, was Monday, September 16th. I made $91.97. That, as of right now, is my highest earning day. I am still waiting for the day we have a $100 day. When that day comes, trust, if you follow me on Instagram, you are gonna know. If you follow me prior to this video, you know this day came because I shared about it and I was just shocked. I couldn't believe it. I thought, oh my gosh, that is more than I made in a day when I was a K through 12 substitute teacher. Like, amazing. And last but not least, we'll do the 22nd through the 30th, where we made a total of $360.36. We had a lot of days hovering right around the $50 mark, like low 40s. You can see $39, $63. It was kind of just a wave here. We took a little bit of a dive at the end of the week. We had a $2.28 day, and then slowly went up towards the end of the month. Now, if I put all of that together, we made a total of $1,043.27, making September 2024 my very first 4-figure month on Teachers Pay Teachers. And I'm so excited to say I did this without any advertising, any paid marketing ads, nothing other than my email list and the note to followers that we talked about. This is so amazing. I wish I could just tap that girl on the shoulder 2 years ago and be like, just keep going. Those months in 2023 where I couldn't get over making $40 in a month and like everything I made wasn't selling or being found. There was a moment in the middle of this year where I kept thinking, Kristen, you've been doing this for 2 years and you've had one $500 day. I think that's going to be the peak. I think that's going to be it. And that is one of the reasons why I spent more of my conference time and energy focusing on ways to revamp old products, because I just thought, no, I'm not going to make any new ones. Like, what's the point? And I am so grateful that I just said, you know what? Let's make it part of our routine. I will do an upcoming, like, how I schedule my week working, faculty. I still do some OutSchool and TpT. I actually just said, okay, if that's the peak, let's just schedule X amount of hours a week, and that'll be when we write our letters, our newsletters, and that's when we revamp, and then we will try to make new products. And I did make new products, and I bundled old ones, and it all kind of came together in September. So again, like I previously said, if August isn't your month, that's okay. Maybe it's September. And if we compare these numbers, let's compare the previous year, September 2023, you can see we have had a 120% increase in sales. Now, I was ecstatic in 2023 because I thought, oh my gosh, that's so amazing, $400. You wait till November, I'm gonna hit 500. And I didn't hit 500 until May, 8 months later. 8 months later was the first time I saw any improvement past this number, $473. So what I'm doing now is I'm thinking, okay, what were my best sellers in November? What can I revamp? What products can I make? It is still early October, and I do have all of my note to followers and email lists done by October 5th. I've got my Halloween resources ready to go, individual or bundles. We are all set. So now I do have a little bit of a lot of time to say, okay, do you want to work more on evergreen for November, or do you want to do a little bit more Thanksgiving? And then at the end of October, we'll ask those same questions, but for Christmas and the end of the calendar year. Let's look past just the earnings. Let's go to conversions. Okay, 108% better. I don't look at these in advance, by the way. So if you see me like, oh, okay, that's why. So conversions still went up. I'm going to assume views have gone down, and okay, that's okay. At 0.15%, great. If it was like 30% again, I would have been really confused. But you know what? I'm okay with that. I know I had a goal for views in 2024. I wanted 25,000, and I don't think I'm going to come anywhere near those numbers. Maybe we'll figure out some way to get more views on these products, but we'll see what happens. Units sold. So in my highest earning month, we sold a total of 264 units as compared to the year before, where we sold 126. So an improvement of 110%. Now, if you remember, at the beginning of this video, when I shared with you how much I made in June, it was $77 for the entire month. So the sheer fact that 2 days out of this month, the 16th and the 3rd, I exceeded the entire month of June in those single days. Amazing. And I hope in 2 years' time, we're looking at these numbers and I'm saying things like, I can't believe that I hit 4 figures and it's never going to happen again. And hopefully future me will say things like, we do that every month and we found a good routine or a strategy that really works with us. I think the first 2 years, and I know I'm only 2 years in, are really the growing pains of this venture. And I say venture because some people use it as a hustle, some people use it as a full-time job, so it can be defined in many different ways. But whether your Teachers Pay Teachers journey is just to make coffee money or to make some serious life-changing amounts of money, there's going to be growing pains along the way. There's going to be that period where you spend time and it doesn't work out, or you have to pivot, or you have to adapt to an ever-changing market that is what we offer on Teachers Pay Teachers. That is just my 2 cents. Let me know your thoughts on that down below. Of course, let's put both of these months together. So total from August to September 2024, we earned a total in the back to school season of $1,377.71. And if we compare that to the previous year, we have made an 82% improvement. And that is my back to school income report. Once again, let me know how you did down below. Did you have a better August or did you have a better September? Let us know, keep us posted. I am hoping to do more Teachers Pay Teachers videos sharing the things that did help improve these numbers, from strategy, the touch of marketing with, the things we talked about, and just things I've learned along the journey. Anyway, that's it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.